Every donation helps move that mission forward. You can make your gift today by visiting givetolincoln.com and searching Team Jack. I'm proud to support the Team Jack Foundation in the fight for every child and family affected by brain cancer.
If you're looking for a workplace that feels like home, Midwest Bank might just be the place. We're hiring a personal banker in Lincoln who enjoys helping others and being a part of a close-knit team. With great perks and a community-focused mission, you'll feel right at home here. Porque aquí todos son bienvenidos. Apply today at Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer. Member FDIC.
This summer, Salt Dogs fans are making history at Haymarket Park. We're celebrating 25 seasons of grit, grins, heart, and hometown pride. Lincoln, you built this stadium. You named this team. And season after season, it's you, the fans, that keep us coming back for more. So let our thank you be our promise. The best is yet to come. Your local tradition plays on. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey USA, it's your 250th birthday, and Amigos brings the party. The Yankee Burrito is back, and what's more American than a hot dog? In a crispy tortilla. This summer, the All-American Twist is back too, for just $3.99. There's festive layers of red slushy, white soft serve, and blue slushy, with whipped cream and a cherry on top. Celebrate freedom, flavor, and fun in every bite, with a Yankee Burrito and All-American Twist, only at Amigos. When tacos and quesadillas join forces at Amigos, something seriously delicious happens. Quesadilla tacos. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, folded taco style, and stuffed with bold seasoned flavor. It's like your favorite quesadilla and taco teamed up for the ultimate spring fling. With Tex-Mex, chicken, supreme, or steak, Amigos has a quesadilla taco for everyone. So hurry in. This tasty collab is here for a limited time only. Get the ultimate flavor fusion with quesadilla tacos at Amigos.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
Right now, lease a 2026 Ford F-150 for $197 per month for 36 months.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1008753, $199 per month lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $10,250 due at signing. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 4/30/26.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage, 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere air seeder during Landmark Implement's early order program. Take your seeding performance to the next level with John Deere's advanced air seeding technology. Achieve precise seed and fertilizer placement. With innovative openers and section control, you can maximize efficiency and reduce input costs. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's air seeder early order program. Contact your local Landmark location for details and experience the Landmark difference.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Fight fans!
fans. Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, May 15th for an action-packed night of cage fights. In the main event, UFC veteran Derek Minner makes his bare-knuckle MMA debut against Eduardo Peralta. In the co-main event, undefeated bare-knuckle boxer Nate Morrow faces Missouri's Ira Lukowski, plus Lincoln favorites Sean Lindgren, Jeremy Small, Victor Badola, and Camden Golden. All part of a stacked 16-fight lineup. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster or the Arena box office. Fight card subject to change.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This summer, Salt Dogs fans are making history at Haymarket Park. We're celebrating 25 seasons of grit, grins, heart, and hometown pride. Lincoln, you built this stadium. You named this team. And season after season, it's you, the fans, that keep us coming back for more. So let our thank you be our promise. The best is yet to come. Your local tradition plays on. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We built this city. We built this city because the Cubs lost last night.
Please.
No wonder you were so edgy this morning.
I'm not even edgy.
I'm glad
I'm edgy
Terrell
because
Farley-
you make me edgy.
How do I come in with sunshine? I come in with an attitude over everything.
The first thing you said to me this morning was, Nick always has things to say.
Because, Nick, here's what happened. Oh, your sweatshirt's a little different color. They couldn't get the other one. It wasn't hay.
Did I say that?
You know what? And I even had one for you, but I'm gonna keep it in my truck because you don't deserve one of these. Because your attitude is not over everything this morning.
That's
and
right.
I know why, Swim, because Terrell just let me know that your beloved Cubs lost. Don't want to play the fight song this morning, do you?
I would play the fight
I
song.
know
Do you want me
would.
to?
Actually, I really don't.
We lost. They lost 5-2, and it's a baseball game. I mean, it happens. It's not a big deal. Terrell texted me last night, and he's like, he sent some profanity that I can't say on air, but he texted me. he texted me last night and he said, the Cubs bleep and a bleep suck. And I looked at the score and it was 2-2. And I was like, Terrell, it's 2-2. And he's like, not anymore. It's 5-2. And he's like, that's all we need. Well, okay, cool. They got 2 more games tonight and tomorrow, so it's fine. But
you know what might be entertaining? If you guys introduced a little banter to your show. That might be fun. It might behoove you to just throw a little bit of that in here.
Hey, we come in hot, don't we?
It's
just out the gates.
The best part, AD, I had somebody mention last night that after at the Husker baseball game there, he was like, Nick, you and AD really play really well off of each other. And I was like, well, it's easy. I mean, it's low-hanging fruit 95% of the time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You want to take that? You can't take that.
You know, there's Lori, I don't want to let you know this, but I am going to let you know. There's an alley right to the right of us, and Nick's going to be introduced to the cement.
All bark, no bite.
We're going to cut to the chase and get right to it. We got a good friend, Lori Woman, in the house, CEO of the Matt Talbot Kitchen.
No, Director of Development.
Director of Development. But you know what?
My boss is out there somewhere being like, oh, Lori, reel it in a little bit. Know your role.
Lori, Director of Development. But you know what? That is synonymous with CEO because there's a lot of things you do. But Director of Development. Lori's like, you trying to get a girl fired? What's going on? I am Director of Development, not CEO. But God bless your CEO as well. Lori, thank you so much. My friend from New York. We were there a year ago about this time. And I was blown away by what I can't imagine what you've done now. Here we are a year later. Tell us, first of all, just how are you doing and what are you most excited about right now? We're going to get into the details, etc. Numbers, details, pillars of focus, etc. But what are you most excited about and how are you doing?
So I will say I am most excited this time of year because you really feel the community come together and focus on some of our neighbors who are most in need. May is a huge fun time. So we talk about Give to Lincoln Day, but it's the entire month of May. We are all seeing in our community an increase in need, increase in numbers. A lot of nonprofits like us are seeing that. We've seen visits to our Choice Pantry almost double this year. So there is that increased need. So what I'm excited about is when you see sponsors to the Lincoln Community Foundation at $650,000, you see those professionals working hard to market it and help us nonprofits get involved and get excited. That is fun for us. We get happy about that.
Lori, I guess walk us through. I mean, obviously a lot is made about Give to Lincoln Day, which is Thursday, May 28th. We're going to be out there at Matt Talbot once again this year. This year from 1 to 7 p.m. is when the ticket will be out there on the grounds. Walk us through, though, over the course of the month. It's not just a one-day thing, and it's also not just a 1 month thing. Walk us through kind of what people can do, set the scene for not only Give to Lincoln Day and month, but also what kind of needs you guys have over the course of the entire calendar year.
What I love about this event is that it draws attention to the services that we're providing and the need that we have all year round.
Yeah.
So we talk about it a lot of times in terms of the day, Give to Lincoln Day, but it is truly the month of May. And truthfully, that fuels our ability to provide these basic services all year round.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important for donors in the community to know. I mean, last year, that was the single biggest fund. And so when we talk about our guests and those numbers increasing, this helps them in November, in December, in the dead of winter, when Give to Lincoln Day is far away. This event helps that and those individuals.
283 prepared on-site meals served every day. That is just that is baffling to me that you guys and gals have that type of capacity to do that, and more importantly, the need for it. That's the thing that's disturbing the most, because it's easy, and I mean this all seriously, Laura. I was, and I told you this last year, I was born and raised right around 1305 North 25th Street. Literally, I could walk to my old house from your location and be there 10 minutes at most, depending on how I was walking. If I was, just right by Pinzer Park.
Yeah, that's cool.
We didn't have money by any stretch of the imagination. We were just above. But there's so many people, it's hidden so often. Hunger is one of the hidden curses of our city. I truly believe that. 283. And all these people that you serve, they're not all homeless.
Absolutely not.
Talk to us about that and what that day looks like. How do you, the system, the process of that many people being served meals daily?
So there's a couple things in there. I do think there's often a common misconception that the people who come to Matt Talbot are always experiencing homelessness, and that's just not true. We certainly do have those individuals, and we require a lot of resources to help them. But the majority of the people come through are not experiencing homelessness. They are experiencing poverty, or they might be right on the bubble. And receiving food from Matt Talbot, whether it's our served meals or from the pantry, allows them to take that money and maybe pay rent and to keep their lights on. It is preventing homelessness from happening. And we also refer to hunger a little bit as sometimes the gateway service. It will bring somebody in. But when they're there, then they can talk to one of our outreach professionals or our housing professionals or our substance use professionals and really start to work on some other things in their lives that might put them on a much more positive trajectory. So food is so important. It's not just filling their bellies, but it's giving them a sense of community and a sense of hope. There are people around who care about you, but it's also introducing them to people who can help change where they are.
That's once again Lori Wellman, Director of Development for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach, with us here on the show. We're going to be out there May 28th. It's a Thursday from 1 to 7 p.m. But make sure if you want, I'll just throw this in there on the side before I ask the next question. If you want a tour, if you want to learn more about it, you guys welcome people to come on down and learn more.
And you can speak about it. It's got to be the best tour you've ever had. I mean, come on.
The best what?
Best tour you've ever had.
You gave us the tour. I mean, and speaking of that, there's another question after that, but I was just blown away at all the resources, all the programs that address things you don't even think about.
I mean, I was kind of joking there, but yes, I agree.
It really was. It really was.
I mean,
it was amazing.
let's be clear.
It was straight New York style. I love it.
You kind of mid-drink of a protein.
You got a room.
Mid-drink of a protein shake over there. Anyway, so here's the thing.
I was over here shaking from the gym studio. Just like, what's wrong with AD?
Yeah, what I wanted to get to is you mentioned all the additional services in addition to just the food service, and I think this is something new important. I want to read this so I don't mess anything up. Community members, dining room guests, housing clients. You guys have a small grocery store that's open a couple of days a week as well. I remember that was something new, I believe, last year when we took the tour of your guys' facility. And that's the other thing I wanted to get to is how have you seen it in your time so far grow and expand? Because I feel like it's really erupted in a positive way over the last couple of years.
It's there's a real sort of almost dichotomy within myself. I've been there. I'm in my 7th year. I'm saddened to see the numbers increase,
of course,
but also I'm glad to know that our organization is there to provide the help. So, for example, this last year we provided over 263,000 meals. That's the most in the time that I've ever been there. So that's not good. Obviously, we don't want to see that.
How do you guys balance that between like that's really good that we can provide this, the community's providing this opportunity for us, and frankly, the people in need feel comfortable coming to us, but then also balance that with, oh my gosh, look at these numbers, because there's probably some more out there that are unhelped.
I think part of that comes when we talk about advocacy, and that's right in our mission statement. Our CEO, our executive director, Lynn Sampson, who is a trained social worker, who's not me, Lynn, if you're listening.
God bless you, Lynn.
But seriously, she's awesome because she does a lot of let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's go to the legislature. Let's talk about how these bills affect our guests. So we're saying, yes, we're happy that we are able to meet the capacity. We're able to provide those meals. We're able to be there. But at the same time, let's go and talk to people in positions of power to say, listen, I think we've got some systematic troubles here that we need to work on. And so it's that balance.
Sure.
I think it's also important for us when we're out there to talk about, yes, the meals are really important. It's a huge part of who we are and how we started. But there are 3 other pillars that take a lot of resources that are crucial to our guests' health and wellness. So if you think about our substance use team, they provide free evaluations and they run 3 transition houses and 1 alternative house off site.
Wow.
So that's taking a lot of time and a lot of resources. And that's for people who are getting out of treatment and they need someone to help them on things like resumes, jobs, budgeting. I mean, maybe some of us grew up with parents who could help us learn those things, but some people didn't.
Right.
And so there's so much that's happening in Matt Talbot that even goes beyond those meals.
You know, you mentioned, we talked about, of course, the relieving hunger, and you have your lunch, I see, was served 11:30 to 12:30, and then dinner 5:30 to 6:30. Tell us about the Fresh Choice Pantry, though.
Yes. That is really important. Everything we're doing at Matt Talbot, we're really doing with that dignity piece in mind. And that, I mean, from showers and laundry to things like the Choice Pantry, we are providing choice. That is the antidote to trauma, is providing choice and let people take control of their own life. So, for example, you go into our choice pantry and you can pick out the foods that you want for your family. I'm not handing it to you and saying, here's what you need.
Right.
No, it's for you to decide that. You get to pick out what your family wants. It allows us to be a little bit more culturally sensitive, but also just treating people like the individuals they are. We also have, I don't know if I showed you this last year. It's our newest expansion was sort of a store of sorts, but people who are in our housing program can go in there and pick out the dishes that they want, the decorations
We
that
did
they
not
want.
get to see this.
I'll have to show you that this year.
That is pretty cool.
Things like the pillows and when I talk about dignity, I think it was last year we got this donation of sheets and they were all clean, but I was like, I don't want to sleep on my kids' sheets, and I created those people. Can we just let's just buy new sheets? That's kind of that dignity piece. So people can go in there and choose the things they want for their home as well. And that's the big part of the choice pantry. Besides the fact that it's offering things like vegetables and dairy and meats and those things that people need, it's also about dignity.
Lori Wellman, Director of Development for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach with us here. And Lori, I guess as we get ready to kind of wrap it up things here and get ready for Give to Lincoln Day, what are, in addition to money, right? What are things that you guys need the most of? Is there a certain type of food? Is there a certain type? I mean, are we talking? I mean, diaper? Like, what do you guys need from the public if they say, okay, you know what, I don't want to give money, but I want to provide something?
There's always something you can do. Obviously, monetary donations are one of the most important things. However, when I've just talked about the amount of food that we've gone through, and we all know food rises are just skyrocketing. So somebody who does a food drive for us, and lots of times people reach out to me, I give them a list of the things that we go through the most. So things like canned meat and peanut butter and SpaghettiOs and cereal. Someone who does a food drive for us, that's fantastic. Something like a blanket drive. Blankets are expensive for us to go buy, and they don't have to be new. They have to be clean. So if someone were to do a blanket drive at their church or their club or their school, that's huge for us. We love that.
Yeah. Last question I have for you is, to run an operation of that magnitude with that frequency and that efficient, how many do you have on your team right now?
There's 24 of us when we're fully staffed.
Wow.
So it's a lot of people.
Are you guys in need of volunteers? Like, I mean, are you guys interested if somebody says, you know what, I have a group. We used to do something in high school when I played at Pius where we had something called extra innings. And it was always, how can we get out in the community? And this is one of my favorite things about the baseball program at Pius at the time, was because we would go out in the community and every week we had a different pillar of what it was, whether it was service or community involvement or whatever it was, right? And we would meet after practice on a Wednesday night, talk about the week experience. We'd go out with a group of 3 other teammates, and it built bonding, but it also built social skills. So I mean,
which you execute every day,
right? Exactly, right. But either way,
forgot about that stuff.
I guess I say all that to ask the question. I mean, are you guys, if there's youth teams out there, if there's organizations that say, you know what, hey, we want to create a team bonding experience, or we want to bring an entire group out to help you guys, is there an avenue for that if people are interested?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm thinking of a couple of things right off the top of my head. We do an event every year called Huskers Helping the Homeless, which is around a football game. We have hundreds of volunteers in and around Lincoln, and we need groups for that. And it's fun. When you do it in a group with a club or a team or whatever, you have fun with that, and we need it. And there are also, so we talk about these meals. Our hunger relief teams historically have provided the food, paid for it. That's lessening a little bit. And we're seeing an uptick in our operational budget because it is harder for teams to provide that money. And for those meals, it's more expensive, and we're serving more people than we ever have before. So if a team wants to come serve a meal, we have regular openings. And we'd ask for them to think about if they're able to take that on. So there's a lot of different ways. Those are just 2 off the top of my head.
Of course.
Folks, it is so awesome to have Lori in the house for the Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. Again, we'll be on site. What is the date that you guys will be on there?
Thursday, May 28th from 1 to 7 p.m.
Tours available, volunteer opportunities available, and definitely an organization that, like you mentioned, when you put your money where your mouth is, and there's a lot of mouths being fed as a result of that.
Yes.
Appreciate what you do.
Thank you so much for having. Thanks to the Lincoln Community Foundation and to our generous community. Super grateful.
Absolutely. Folks, we'll be back. Nick may not be, but we will be back. It's The Drive. It's Wednesday.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Some people are looking to buy their very first home. Others are looking to build. And some are refinancing to make what they have work a little better. But the one thing they all need? A personal guide through the mortgage process. At Pinnacle Bank, our local lenders work closely with you to find the right kind of loan and the best rates possible. Because every path home deserves someone by your side. Find your lender today with Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
This summer, Salt Dogs fans are making history at Haymarket Park. We're celebrating 25 seasons of grit, grins, heart, and hometown pride. Lincoln, you built this stadium. You named this team. And season after season, it's you, the fans, that keep us coming back for more. So let our thank you be our promise. The best is yet to come. Your local tradition plays on. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Fight fans! Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, May 15th for an action-packed night of cage fights. In the main event, UFC veteran Derek Minner makes his bare-knuckle MMA debut against Eduardo Peralta. In the co-main event, undefeated bare-knuckle boxer Nate Morrow faces Missouri's Ira Lukowski, plus Lincoln favorites Sean Lindgren, Jeremy Small, Victor Badola, and Camden Golden. All part of a stacked 16-fight lineup. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster or the Arena box office. Fight card subject to change.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Couple Chevrolet, GMC, and Chevrolet. And GMC Truck Month is here. Absolutely huge discounts and 2.9% for 72 months. I also just wanted to share a little bit more about the Couple family. They've been serving the Omaha and Lincoln and surrounding communities for over 50 years with great customer service and small town charm. That's always been our motto, and we absolutely will not be undersold. It truly is confident buying and confident driving. So come on in, meet the team, check us out at Couple or at CoppleCars.com. All deals with approved credit.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with light winds and an afternoon high near 83. Tonight, mainly clear skies with a light breeze, low around 56. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly sunny and breezy with a high near 87. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
Green's Furnace and Plumbing has been servicing the southeast Nebraska area since 1921, specializing in HVAC systems, bathroom remodels, duct cleaning, backflow testing, and so much more. With a network of trained technicians ready to assist you, Green's Furnace and Plumbing is your source for dedicated commercial HVAC service for your business, building, or even your home, so it can run without all those unwanted interruptions. Learn more by visiting their website at callgreens.com or give them a call at 402-467-4444 today.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this wonderful Win the Mind Wednesday. It is absolutely gorgeous outside as the It's Not Scotch, It's Not Bourbon, It's Jack truck drives by.
It's Jack Daniels premium whiskey driving by on those streets.
It's a big bottle pouring on a Celica over there.
Let's hope that's not the case.
No wonder they're both so close behind him over there.
Yeah. Where's the cops when you need them? No. Anyway, it's not Scotch, it's not bourbon. It's Jack.
It's Jack. Speaking of Jack, great segue, Swim. Speaking of Jack, it's Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. He's been a well-respected rep since 1999. I think Swim's going to see him today. And you can visit at one of his two locations in Lincoln or in Seward. Give him a call at 402-421-9100. He can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, even your future. He's got a great team there, folks. So, like I said, he is the guy to go to. And so we appreciate Jack's partnership. And without further ado, the lady, the legend, the myth herself, Coach Olivia Ferrell Swim. Olivia, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. What an intro. Thank you.
Olivia, I think this is the first time that you've been on when AD's been on the show. So I should have probably given you a fair warning because the thing goes completely
the vibes
off
are
the
feeling
rails.
a little different this time.
What's wrong with the vibes? They're normal.
No, they're usually great vibes. It's just, we got two guys. It's all good.
Absolutely. Olivia, I know Nick treats you a lot better than he treats me. There's a lot of words that are exchanged off
You
the
might
air.
have earned some of that treatment, AD.
So I see you've been talking about me,
right.
Swim.
That's
I see that. And Olivia, you're 100% right.
All right, so Olivia Ferrell, Husker softball assistant coach. I was joking with you on the phone earlier because your guys' head coach Ron Ravel was on the early show about an hour ago. So Husker fans are getting their full softball intake, and you've always given me crap. And I'm gonna kind of expose you a little bit, Olivia, because you've always been like, hey Nick, you haven't had me back on the show except for the one time at the beginning of the season. This is the third or fourth time this season. I just want to say it.
Very appreciative. Thank you so much for having me.
Real talk is, I mean, you guys deserve all of this because what you guys have done this season, obviously in the wins and losses, is spectacular. But I want to ask you a very open-ended and generalized question. I mean, talk about the excitement right now. You guys are hosting a regional. You have, I know you guys won't look too far ahead, but Husker fans can. You have the mythological and hypothetical road
to the Women's College World Series, to the top. It's in front of you, and you could potentially do it all at home. Talk about just the excitement that's kind of radiating through your program right now.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing is, one, we get to be home with our fans. They're the best fans in the country. So just having that opportunity to be able to continue to play in front of this base, that's the true excitement. And the girls talk about it all the time, and we do as coaches, but we get another day to continue to play softball with one another. So just having that opportunity at home with one another, like, we couldn't be more excited about that. And it's a great time. We just get to continue to play the sport we love with the people we love. And that's kind of been our program all year. So,
Olivia, let me ask you this. Was there a moment, and we're going to get into all the different highlights of this year, et cetera, because there's so many of them. I mean, we would need a lot more time than we have right now. But was there a moment where it truly hit you that I'm not a player anymore? I'm now responsible for helping lead this program.
It probably didn't happen this year. It probably happened a few years ago. I think just, I GA'd for 1 year, and then I was blessed to be able to become an assistant coach following. And I think you realize pretty quick that you're no longer in the locker room. And I think that there's a lot of responsibility in knowing that and making sure to help the girls, getting to transition out of that and being there. Cause I was in their shoes not too long ago, but I think just even the year after that, just knowing like, okay, now I'm responsible for helping them prepare and knowing what to expect. And sometimes you don't realize as a student athlete, the things that go into the behind the scenes work. And that's why you choose to coach, because you want to help continue the growth, and not just on the field, but off, and, being responsible for how they play, but also the people they become and being a role model for them. So I would say pretty early on. And like, obviously my coaching staff have been great role models and mentors and helping me get to that point and knowing the responsibility that is on a coach's shoulders, because you spend a lot of time with these girls. So just being able to realize that as soon as I could and not taking that for granted every day, that I'm helping them grow up.
Nebraska softball assistant Olivia Ferrell with us here on the show 2 days before you guys take on South Dakota on Friday night. I'm glad AD brought that up, because the player aspect for you, because I mean, the last time Nebraska won a Big Ten title was you were a member of that team, and back in 2022. I mean, what additional value do you feel like that provides you as somebody that was in their shoes relatively recently, in terms of postseason softball, understanding the expectations, especially on a year like this year?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, like you said, just knowing how the postseason feels. And we're very blessed that, especially with the transfers we got in, they all had postseason experience, and just helping them understand that, we're not changing who we are or how we're playing, but things are going to get tough, and we got to keep our heads down. There might be a game, and we talked about this yesterday, it might be a game that we're down, and that's going to be okay, because we've been preparing all year, and we had the postseason run that we had last year, which I think has just fueled us for this one. And yeah, I think it was just kind of fun this past Big Ten tournament of getting to that championship game again and being in the red pins, and you get a little bit of nostalgia there, but this team has really made it their own, and this is their race that they're running. And I know that Nebraska softball and alumni and those who have helped shape this program are very proud.
I guess, on that note, I was talking about this with AD yesterday on the show when we were talking about your guys' win on over the weekend against UCLA. You guys were down 2-0 and you came back. The other piece of that is now that a lot of your team is not in school. Like there's like people don't think about, okay, over the last couple of weeks they've been dealing with dead week and preparing for finals and then executing finals all while traveling. What as somebody that's done it, what type of pressure is taken off your shoulders when now the next couple of weeks it's solely softball?
Yeah, no, those girls were warriors getting through that. We were on the East Coast twice, and they were finishing on finals, and they all did fabulous. And you feel like you don't know what to do with yourself.
Yeah.
School's over, and you're just like, I get to really just focus on this team, recovery, getting to spend valuable time with your players and your teammates, and fostering that especially as the season kind of gets to the point we're at. And you can't really compare. Like this is that best time of year where like this is what we get to do for our days and enjoy. We finally have warm weather at home. And so it makes a big impact when they don't have to have that extra level of stress, especially when you get to this point of the year where you're competing for the national championship and you're competing to continue your season. So that's another added level. And so being able to take that off their shoulders, I know that they like that a lot.
Coach Ferrell, I got a question for you in regards to, I want you to answer this in two parts.
Okay.
One word to describe the Nebraska softball culture and why. And I asked that 1A and B because of this. It seems like, and there was on a weekend show that DP and Harrison were talking about this as well, and I can absolutely agree and concur. It seems like, and it's not just seems, those gals have fun together. They truly enjoy playing together. So one word to describe the culture there and why.
So I would say the one word would be love, because I think that encompasses a lot. They love their teammates. They love this program. Love leads to being grateful for where you're at, staying in the present moment. You love to serve one another, care for one another. And if you can just do all things out of love, that keeps the fear away, keeps any doubt away. And this team truly loves one another, loves this game, loves to play for the University of Nebraska. I feel like that's just the culture that they have helped be able to create. And it's a pretty special thing to be able to see, especially as someone that did get the opportunity to play here.
Olivia, I wish Nick loved me. I mean, she's all those two experts.
Deep down. Deep down, he does.
What do they usually say about the whole denial piece of it? You just don't want to show it out. You just want to outpour it. Olivia Ferrell with us, Nebraska softball assistant with us on the show on the Iowa VIP line. Olivia, here's the thing. I mean, what's this week look like for you guys as you get ready for South Dakota and then potentially, Grand Canyon or Louisville, whichever the one is. I mean, what's this week looked like after the Big Ten championship win, not only regular season win, but the Big Ten tournament win? I mean, what's it been like for your team? I know Rhonda Revelle talked about it after one of the games. She talked about how she had Alexis put in more solo kind of self-scout work. I mean, what's kind of this week looked like for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we were very blessed that on Sunday we got to have a wonderful watch party with our fans and, get to see where we were selected. And that was really good just to get everyone back together and reset for the week. And then we just been, doing business as usual. We've been having practice every day, kind of just, we watch film and get ready for our opponents, preparing for South Dakota. But yeah, we've just been trying to keep things as normal as possible. And we might practice a little earlier in the day since there is no school. But yeah, just honestly, nothing different. We're just sticking with our standard and what we do around here and getting ready for the Coyotes.
It's interesting because I was watching that game on Saturday against UCLA, and one thing that stood out to me, excuse me, and you talk about the experience on your team. When you're down in a game, the amount of adversity that hits your entire team is hard to describe unless you're kind of in the moment. Have you met anybody as fierce of a competitor as Jordy is?
No, only because it's so consistent. And like sometimes, you have somebody that, only in the big games or only in this, that they are the max competitor. But she's like that in practice. In anything that we do, the team that she is on is going to win.
Yeah.
And so I think the consistency factor for her and just being able to, when it might hit the fan, she doesn't waver. And especially as a pitcher and you're in the middle of the field, she's the leadoff batter, like it means something. And so her being as consistent as she is what makes her the best competitor.
It's easy for us to discuss Jordy. I mean, that's as Nick likes to say, that's low hanging fruit. It is, because she's just been phenomenal. But you look at your entire team though, and just the contributions from everybody. It seems to me, Coach, that you ladies don't flinch often.
Yeah, I would say back to just the love piece, but they're all in it together. And I've spoken to some people about this, but they are playing as a team every single game. You know, obviously Jordy and, you know, there might be one person here or there during the game that might have that highlight moment. But we were talking in a post game, I want to say maybe after Iowa, and everyone has contributed this season in some way, some form. Whether you have Caitlin Canada when she comes in big against Michigan, or, you know, Lauren had to catch that weekend, and our base runners have been, you know, our pinch runners that have scored on a base hit that we needed in that game. Our whole team contributes every single game. They pan to the dugout, and the energy in there you can't explain. So I think that's what makes this team so consistent and unwaverable, because everyone is going to do their job. You're not reliant upon one person to hopefully get that big hit. So I think that's what's been really special about this team.
Coach, I got two more before we get out of here and let you guys take care of business against the Coyotes on Friday. But ultimately, if somebody's Husker fans are starting to take note, and have been over the last couple of months or weeks rather, and they should, of what you guys have been able to do this season and what the possibilities are for this postseason. I guess if you are telling a fan that's maybe making their trip to Bowling or going to be watching a game this weekend, in addition to that love aspect and the piece, I mean, what's your guys' identity?
I would say just gritty, competitive, energetic softball.
Yeah.
They're going to come and see energy. They're going to see girls diving. They're going to see base running. They're going to see us just playing the game of softball with a lot of joy. If you want to come watch joyful softball being played in the toughest, grittiest moments, then come to Bowling.
It's so interesting, because one of the things that, and when you said all that, it instantly popped in my mind, something I kind of talked about when we've been discussing your guys' team and the success this year. Is it one word that comes to my mind is just relentless? Is because, because simply like the margin for error for opponents against you guys, I feel like is even slimmer than it is against just a good softball team, simply because it's you guys you show up and like you said, everybody doing their job, number one. Number two is then you have elite athletes. I mean, frankly, I think at all 9 positions in terms of, looking at the Big Ten in the country. And so not only do teams have to show up and you understand how hard it is, do the little things consistently well, but then they have to do a little bit more than that, which is saying a lot. It's just hard. The margin for error for opponents, you guys make it so difficult because of that relentless drive, and because then you add on to that the elite athletes that you have.
Yeah, I think for us, it's just we're playing to our standard in Nebraska softball, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. I'll ask you this before we get you out of here, and you don't have to answer it because I already know your answer. How do you feel about being the number 4 seed?
Oh, we're just doing our business.
There it is. That's all we need to know.
Very well said,
we're
Coach.
good.
You're good?
We're ready to go. We, you know what, our goal this whole year was, obviously to play the best we could, to win Big Tens, and it was to host.
There you go.
And that's what we're doing, and we are ready. We are the number 1 seed in our region.
Yep.
And we are ready to compete, and one game at a time, one pitch at a time, and staying in the moment.
You have a great diplomatic coach response. I mean, that is just that was exceptional.
That's an Elkhorn South graduate response.
There it is.
Non-controversial.
Don't pull Elkhorn South into this.
Right. There you go. Oh my gosh. Well, good luck this week. We appreciate you coming on the show, and definitely hopefully we get to talk again soon.
Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day.
You too, Olivia. Thank you much, Coach.
There it is.
Folks, it's Nick, thanks for getting that lined up too, man. And just hearing, all due seriously, just hearing kind of the some of the stories on the field, in the locker room, and Swim, it is, and to the listeners, it is obvious those girls love each other and love playing the game, love playing for the university, and love playing for each other, and the pride that's there, man. And it shows, man. It shows.
I mean this wholeheartedly. I mean, look at the way that we talked about Nebraska men's basketball. Right. And how much they played together, wrestling as well. And wrestling's tough because it's a little bit more of an individualized sport in the moment.
But they're just
closely
knit.
The close knit
They
piece
support
of it,
each other like crazy.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. But I'm saying, so I mean, remember Husker men's basketball? Why do we say that they were so successful? It's because everybody understood their role, everybody did their job, and man, they were so good at playing together. And now, I mean, as I watched Nebraska baseball last night, as we watch Nebraska softball over the course of the next couple of weeks, like, you sense that togetherness piece of it, and it just makes it that much more enjoyable for a fan base to watch it, and easier to cheer for as well, because we talk about it with NIL, and we want to bring this into it. Like, everything feels so individualized. Everything feels like, okay, what's this athlete making versus this athlete?
Yeah.
And is this guy, we can go down the laundry list of bullet points, but ultimately at the end, you step on that field, on that surface, and you're one, man. And it's been a lot of fun to watch. They're 46 and 6. I mean,
It is insane.
It's absurd.
Just even you saying that just seems like
it's absurd. And they're going to play South Dakota, and they should win against South Dakota, and then they'll play the winner of Grand Canyon and Louisville. And it's going to be an exciting couple of days, because tomorrow, I'll say this, we've been working with folks at Bolin. The coaches are aware. They've been great. Paige, the SID for Nebraska softball, has been incredible throughout this. Shout out to Jake for setting this up as well. But from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow, so while the practices for the regionals, so all 4 teams will practice tomorrow at Bolin Stadium, we will be broadcasting live from Bolin Stadium tomorrow. So we have plenty of softball coverage. Friday it starts state baseball.
Watch me show up here. Where's everybody at?
It's like what is it?
Will Smith,
Will
that
Smith,
meme?
Fresh Prince. Yeah, just looking around like, where's everybody at? No, seriously, tomorrow is going to be a great day.
time.
We start state baseball Friday, Husker softball coverage on Friday night. Like, we've got plenty of stuff planned over these next couple of weeks for folks.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome to see, man. Just experience that tomorrow and just all that's coming up. We're in for a ride. And so you said it yesterday. What a special time to be a Husker fan from January through May. We're fingers crossed. This thing keeps going until June.
Yeah. Well, and you know what's interesting? So Liv said something there about standard. And the difference of conversations between what we were talking about yesterday versus, I mean, there's no questioning right now. After hearing Rhonda talk earlier this morning on early break, after hearing the multiple times we've had Liv on, like, you know what the standard is. It's clear.
Well, Swim, you think about when we heard Coach Manning at the FCA event.
Oh, 100%.
It was standard. There's an expectation. There's a mentality. So we're going to go down that rabbit hole probably some more at 10:30. Kind of give you a quick show rundown after our 2 great guests. Again, a big thank you to Lori Wellman from Matt Talbot Kitchen. Big thank you to Coach Olivia, obviously from the softball team. Best of luck to them. We are going to dive into Nebraska's sweep of Creighton yesterday, because a game that looked like they were going to get run ruled turned into be a little closer than anticipated, but still a sweep for the Huskers. We'll discuss that at 10. And maybe try to toward the tail end of that, we'll dig some more into this standard talk that we started yesterday, because I think it's important for conversation, if nothing else, and just to discuss what's on your mind regarding the standard for all the teams, but particularly as we talked yesterday about the football team. But before that, folks, we're going to come back with some mystery. It's The Drive.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
A single mom of 3 was facing eviction, struggling with a recent separation, health issues, and no job or childcare. She feared losing everything, especially her children. But then she found support in her community made possible by Nebraska Children and Families Foundation. She was connected to support. By the end, her bills were paid, she left her new job, and hope replaced fear. This is what the Nebraska Children and Families Foundation does. They lift up young people and families so they can find stability, build brighter futures, and power a stronger workforce. Ready to help make more stories like this come true? Support the Nebraska Children and Families Foundation on Give to Lincoln Day.
If you're looking for a workplace that feels like home, Midwest Bank might just be the place. We're hiring a personal banker in Lincoln who enjoys helping others and being a part of a close-knit team. With great perks and a community-focused mission, you'll feel right at home here. Porque aquí todos son bienvenidos. Apply today at Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer. Member FDIC.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Hey USA, it's your 250th birthday, and Amigos brings the party. The Yankee Burrito is back, and what's more American than a hot dog? In a crispy tortilla. This summer, the All-American Twist is back too, for just $3.99. There's festive layers of red slushy, white soft serve, and blue slushy with whipped cream and a cherry on top. Celebrate freedom, flavor, and fun in every bite with a Yankee Burrito and All-American Twist, only at Amigos. When tacos and quesadillas join forces at Amigos, something seriously delicious happens. Quesadilla tacos. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, folded taco style, and stuffed with bold seasoned flavor. It's like your favorite quesadilla and taco teamed up for the ultimate spring fling. With Tex-Mex, chicken, supreme, or steak, Amigos has a quesadilla taco for everyone. So hurry in. This tasty collab is here for a limited time only. Get the ultimate flavor fusion with quesadilla tacos at Amigos.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
At Cedars, we're here to make sure that kids have the safety and stability that every child deserves, where they're protected and where they feel safe. You make this possible. Today, more than ever, we need your support to be here for kids who have nowhere else to call home. Now through May 28th, make a big impact through Give to Lincoln. Give to Cedars now at givetolincoln.com.
Hello, I'm Steve Sipple, co-host of Early Break, weekday mornings from
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And my favorite thing to do, see, or go to in downtown Lincoln is probably O'Rourke's. It's not like I go there that often, but when I do, it takes me back to my college years. It's always been a very chill bar. Seems like they play good music, just a good vibe in there. And I look forward to my next trip into that bar.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere air seeder during Landmark Implement's early order program. Take your seeding performance to the next level with John Deere's advanced air seeding technology. Achieve precise seed and fertilizer placement. With innovative openers and section control, you can maximize efficiency and reduce input costs. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's air seeder early order program. Contact your local Landmark location for details and experience the Landmark difference.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this wonderful Wednesday morning. Big shout.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What were you going to say?
It was something we were talking about off air.
Oh, okay.
I had to hit a driver off the deck yesterday.
You had to or you chose to?
I chose to.
Why?
I drove the green on number 8 at Pioneers. Driver off the deck. It was unbelievable.
Wait a minute.
On number 8.
You drove the green.
Yeah.
On 8. So you had to use your driver?
I hit the driver off the deck.
But why, though? I'm asking why.
I had never
Not
hit
how
one.
far you hit it, because I know you hit it far.
I had never hit a driver off the deck.
And you put it on the green.
And I just like, well, I'll
Did
try
you
it.
eagle?
No.
Did you birdie?
I birdied.
Okay, there we go. So a lot of folks don't know this. I give some a lot of crap, but he hits the ball forever.
Yeah, oh, not that great.
Well, yeah, you do. Then I was talking to my son Keenan. You know, he's at the University of the PGA.
Yeah.
He was talking about just playing with those guys that he plays with, those students, and, he's going through his, I think it's called Section 1 of the PGA. They have to do these things all the time. He's getting his clubs changed. He hits his clubs like you. He'll hit a wedge 170.
Yeah, so yesterday
those guys, and he's the 3 handicap, and he's like, I should be a 0.
My handicap, the problem is my handicap's not changing enough now. It doesn't so I put in yesterday's round. I shot 2 over at Pioneers yesterday on 9. I only played 9. And I'm still at an 8.2.
Well, it comes on Tuesdays. Are you with the gin?
Yeah, the gin.
It'll come out on
Tuesday.
It'll update.
Yesterday was Tuesday.
But when did you enter the score, though?
Yesterday afternoon.
It'll show on next week's.
Okay.
It'll show on next week's.
Yeah, because it shows I'm an 8.2, and I'm not an 8.2.
What do you mean you're not? You've been shooting 80, 79, 81, 2. What are you talking about? See, here's one thing about it. Here's just me, and everybody's different when it comes to golf. I'm just going to say this real quick, and we'll get off the golf because everybody's golf. I'm going to say this. It's always the guys that are shooting really low. Oh, man, I got to put a score in there to get that handicap.
No,
out.
I'm not trying to say I'm sandbagging. This is just not accurate.
To me, it's like the objective of the game. Now, you only want a lower handicap if you're playing gambling games.
Which I don't.
But, man, overall, my goal is to get back to the single digits where I was during COVID because I was a 9 during COVID and hinted around 8.7 for a while. Now it's back up there to, I think it's 12.4 or something like that now. But
which you've been playing better than I have, though.
You know what? My biggest thing is, and me and Raph laugh about this all the time, he goes a lot more now that he's down in Bama. I just don't go to the range. I show up and I just play golf.
I haven't gotten to see Raph in a long time.
Well, you were fishing. Things happen. You'll get to see him next time. You'll get to see him next time.
I wish I could see Raph. Maybe I just need to make
It's Raph's good take. It's Raph's
Maybe
good
we should
take.
just take a surprise trip down.
Hey, you know what we should do? All of us, we go down there and we play that Trent Jones or whatever it's called, golf trail.
I don't know.
It's a golf trail. It's all these amazing golf courses, Swim.
There's one in Alabama. I think it's in Alabama. It's called Purcell Farms. That's where I want to
go. Thomas, Nick's doing a gentle bragging AD, showing that we are peasants.
I said I'm bad. Here's the other part. Here's the funny part. Nashville Husker says I've started a grassroots campaign to elect Nick as the mayor of Nashville. Nashville Husker, thank you.
If you've not seen his handle, go look at it.
This is
very presidential.
I'm Nick Sainert, and I approve this message.
I approve this message. Win with Swim.
Yeah. Commercial provided by Swim for Net Mayor LLC.
Folks, keeping a history on voting and things of that nature. Big shout out to all the winners last night's primary. Of course, they advanced to November's final election. That's going to be an interesting thing for a lot of different people, different parties, etc. Shout out to, again, all the winners. Shout out to Brent Comstock, who joined us yesterday, who won this primary. He'll advance in November as well. And to all those, to the workers at the booths, at all the different locations, shout out to them. Ours was relatively low at Cabot. I'm not Cabot. What's the name of the school? What's the name of the school right by Southwest, man, the middle school? Help me out, text line.
I don't know. I'll know it when I hear it.
Oh, you wouldn't know because you didn't go there.
No. I pass it a million times.
My kids,
Scott,
yes.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you so much, text line. Was that Ryan?
Brian,
thank you, brother. Scott Middle School. And I was 120 at that table. The other table, I think, had 125. That was at 7:25
p.m.
Wow. So not a very good turnout, which is, I'm not even getting into that. Anyways, keeping it on elections. Coach Osborne in 2006 loses the Nebraska Republican gubernatorial primary to incumbent former Governor Dave Heineman.
Oh, yeah.
Just because you win championships doesn't mean you're going to win the governorship. Coach Osborne. I spoke at a few events for him, and he had Barry Switzer come one time.
Oh.
At one of his, it was at the Nebraska Club Swim. I think that might have been closed before your time.
Probably, yeah.
You were alive, but you're a little guy.
Yeah.
You may have had a tippy cup up there one time. The Nebraska Club was on top of, I'm terrible with names right now, Swim.
It's all right. You got a lot going on.
What's the tall white building over there with all the stripes on it? The real tall one.
The Capitol?
No.
U.S. Bank building?
Yes.
No free shout-outs?
You said it. I don't know who you are, but you're U.S. Bank. There used to be a place that some of the older listeners, I would say elder like me, would remember the Nebraska Club. It was a great restaurant.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, overlooked the whole city, man, and they shut it down But anyway, Coach Osborne had an event up there. Barry Switzer was his guest, and John Squire came with me to that event. In fact,
was it all the way at the top?
Very top.
Because I see like the floor to ceiling windows up there. I can see it from my seated position right here.
It is so sweet up there, man.
Never been in that building.
Yes, Nebraska. Old school folks that are listening, if you're older like me, you'd remember the Nebraska Club that was up there, man. It was a beautiful spot. But anyway, that was 2006. When we come back, Nebraska sweeps the neighbors to the east. And it was beautiful to see. Swim, you saw it firsthand. I want to get your input on what you saw because Nebraska jumped out aggressively to 8-0, but then it changed pretty quick. We'll be back. It's The Drive.
Hey USA, it's your 250th birthday, and Amigos brings the party. The Yankee Burrito is back, and what's more American than a hot dog? In a crispy tortilla. This summer, the All-American Twist is back too, for just $3.99. There's festive layers of red slushy, white soft serve, and blue slushy, with whipped cream and a cherry on top. Celebrate freedom, flavor, and fun in every bite, with a Yankee Burrito and All-American Twist, only at Amigos. When tacos and quesadillas join forces at Amigos, something seriously delicious happens. Quesadilla tacos. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, folded taco style, and stuffed with bold seasoned flavor. It's like your favorite quesadilla and taco teamed up for the ultimate spring fling. With Tex-Mex, chicken, supreme, or steak, Amigos has a quesadilla taco for everyone. So hurry in. This tasty collab is here for a limited time only. Get the ultimate flavor fusion with quesadilla tacos at Amigos.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SauterHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere air seeder during Landmark Implement's early order program. Take your seeding performance to the next level with John Deere's advanced air seeding technology. Achieve precise seed and fertilizer placement. With innovative openers and section control, you can maximize efficiency and reduce input costs. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's air seeder early order program. Contact your local Landmark location for details and experience the Landmark difference.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Hello, I'm Steve Sipple, co-host of Early Break, weekday mornings from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And my favorite thing to do, see, or go to in downtown Lincoln is probably O'Rourke's. It's not like I go there that often, but when I do, it takes me back to my college years. It's always been a very chill bar. Seems like they play good music, just a good vibe in there. And I look forward to my next trip into that bar.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement. Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
If you're looking for a workplace that feels like home, Midwest Bank might just be the place. We're hiring a personal banker in Lincoln who enjoys helping others and being a part of a close-knit team. With great perks and a community-focused mission, you'll feel right at home here. Porque aquí todos son bienvenidos. Apply today at Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer. Member FDIC.
This summer, Salt Dogs fans are making history at Haymarket Park. We're celebrating 25 seasons of grit, grins, heart, and hometown pride. Lincoln, you built this stadium. You named this team. And season after season, it's you, the fans, that keep us coming back for more. So let our thank you be our promise. The best is yet to come. Your local tradition plays on. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, we're back on this Win the Line Wednesday. Hope your morning is off to a great start. Again, big thank you to Lori Wellman, Director of Development for Matt Talbot Kitchen, and Coach Olivia, of course, Coach for Nebraska Softball, for being our guest today. Those were great interviews. Swim, thanks for arranging that for Coach to be in here. Folks, we're looking at a beautiful day today. I mean, absolutely beautiful. High of 80. Sunshine all day long. Tomorrow, high of 82. Friday, gonna be toasty out, Swim.
It is
91 degrees. 87 on Saturday, 45% chance rain. Sunday, 90. 60% chance, though, late afternoon, early evening. Swim, could that mess with some of the games this weekend for the softball?
Heat?
No, I'm talking about the rain.
The rain? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Nebraska has turf. Friday's going to be hot.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see them try to move some stuff up.
Games earlier.
However, or dodging inclement weather. I mean, Nebraska's had to do it all year long because of the conference that they play in and the geographic location that they play in. So they've had to do it all year. The toughest part is going to be TV time stuff. Right. So here's just a note. ESPN is sending their #1 college softball broadcast crew to Lincoln. So that's, something to note as Nebraska gets ready on Friday and stuff. Is obviously, Jess Mendoza, who has been on MLB broadcasts and stuff. I'm efforting. I'll say this: nothing's concrete yet. Efforting to get Jess Mendoza on the show tomorrow.
You know what I want to say really bad.
Mendoza!
But I won't.
Yeah, so we're efforting that. It's just a matter of travel plans and stuff because we're going to be out at Bullen Stadium tomorrow. So
I'm excited, man. So the weather's going to be perfect for us to be out there tomorrow as well. Yeah. So I'm really excited to get out there. Folks, last night it was an amazing game. Nebraska, they are playing some grown you-know-what-man baseball right now. They're playing aggressive. They're playing confident. They jumped on the Blue Jays early. They sweep Creighton. Swim, first time since 2015. And they did it, as we talked about, because they set the tone early, and they didn't let up. Of course, you knew Creighton wasn't going to go away
without at least a pulse. So I was not surprised by it. But Greco was an absolute problem all night long, man.
Yeah.
And the words of Lionel Richie, all night long. He was a problem. The offense kept applying the pressure. Some miscues, of course, by Creighton, Nebraska capitalized on. And this team is peaking just at the right time. Somewhat symbolic of last year. So when you look, obviously the year's a lot better, but just getting them ready for the tournament as a whole. They've got some swagger. You can see it. Even in the little dance they do after, the little Elvis, dance at the end of the game. I'm not sure what that comes from, but I just look at it as Elvis. I like all that stuff as long as you're winning and you're performing, which they've been doing. Swim, you were there, saw it firsthand. First impressions on the game, also the atmosphere. What was that like last night at Creighton?
It's funny that you brought that up because obviously the game being played at Charles Schwab Field. One of the things I told my buddies who I was watching the game with yesterday is I said, man, there was over 10,000 people there over 10,000 people there just to watch the baseball game yesterday. Here's the thing. Can we imagine what that's going to look like for the Big Ten tournament in 2 weeks? If you get now granted, yesterday was an absolute picturesque day to be at the ballpark. I mean, the way that ballpark is built, obviously, when the game started, part of the first base side was in the sun and part of the left field and center field area were in the sun. But on the Nebraska side, which Nebraska occupied the first base dugout, there was no sun. You were in the shade, and it was a very pleasant 80-ish degrees or so at first pitch. And so, I mean, it was a perfect day to watch a baseball game yesterday. So over 10,000 people came out to the ballpark. Now, on top of that, I sat there from the atmosphere standpoint and thought two things, AD. One was this place is going to be filled with red when the Big Ten tournament comes around, like it is every year, but I feel like this year has that little extra buzz. And then how about this? I sat there and I thought, if Nebraska were ever to be able to make the College World Series, this place would be unhinged.
Yeah, it would. It would be unhinged in the participation and just the hype. It would go to a whole nother level. I mean, it just really would. And like I said, there's a lot to be done as of yet. A lot of things to be taken care of. They got to dot their I's and cross their T's. But Nebraska, they just jumped on these guys early. And Jack Russell sent this in too, Jack. I appreciate this, man. Nebraska as a program.
Yeah.
Undefeated against Kansas this year.
An athletic department.
What did I say as a program?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing as athletic department.
Sure.
You say potato, I say potato.
Yep. Tomato.
I say throat punch, you say, whack a Wednesday. Women's soccer beat them. Women's tennis beat them. Volleyball beat them. Basketball beat them. Women's basketball beat them. Baseball beat them. Softball beat them. There's a lot of beat downs going east.
Somebody say little brother? Little brother? Big brother?
I love it. So Nebraska offense continue to show its identity. Of course, it seems like, and I'm glad, it seems like the debacle in the concussion they took in Columbus, Ohio a couple weeks ago seems like a distant memory. I'm glad to see them respond. Now, Swim, I know you're going to say, AD, come on, man. After two hype weekends, two rivals, if you would, Iowa, you sweep them. You take care of Creighton last night, you sweep them for the season. And Swim, let's be honest, man. It's probably not going to be a lot of fanfare up in Minnesota.
Yeah.
You got to bring – it's one thing that Andy Reid – I know that some people love the Chiefs, some people hate the Chiefs. I personally like Andy Reid. One of his rules of success, one of his pillars, if you would, bring your own energy. Nebraska's got to bring their own energy against Minnesota this weekend, man. You don't want to go there and just what happened was. You know what I'm saying? You don't – they're playing too good right now. They've worked too hard to build this momentum back up to go up to the Golden Gophers and play terrible.
I will say this. What impressed me the most last night, and this is a minor detail, and people can take as little or as much stock into it as they want to here. Last night when the game started, the wind was blowing heavily out to center field and right field. And what that can sometimes cause is guys getting greedy and trying to make something happen with just one swing of the bat. Last night, let's look at the way that Nebraska I'm going to use this word intently, manufactured its runs. You had Drew Grigo, who had 3 doubles and 3 RBIs. Mac Moyer had a hit. Jet Buck was 2 for 5 with a double. Jeter Worthley and Case Sanderson each had 2 hits. So Will Jeske, Rhett Stokes, Josh Overbeek all picked up hits. They didn't do this. They didn't score 8 runs last night. And this is like something that I kind of look at. They didn't score 8 runs last night by getting 2 guys on base and then hitting a long ball. Now Grant, they have the ability to do so. But what I noticed last night was, especially early on in the early innings, they put up 2 runs in the first, 1 run, I believe, in the second. They might have put up another run then they put up 5 runs, and that's how they got it to 8-0 at one point. The approach at the plate, especially in the early goings of the game last night, was the difference maker. And granted, everybody's going to look at that crooked number at 5-0, the 5-run inning in the middle innings and go, that's what won Nebraska the game. Sure, from a mathematical standpoint, maybe. But what I look at that is going, they chased Ian Koosman, the Creighton starting pitcher, out of the inning by the second inning, or out of the game by the second inning. And if they didn't have the relentless approach at the plate to start, then Koosman maybe settles in a little bit more. They never allowed him to get comfortable. But you look at the flip side, guess what? Cooper Katsky on the other side gets his 6th win of the season. Nebraska's bullpen was a little shaky at times, right? With whether it was Worthley or whether it was Caleb Clark or whoever it might have been.
Harrahill was big.
Ryan Harrahill came in, though, and did really well. And Jay Sean Unger did what he did all year long and slammed the door. But Cooper Katsky came out, was able to settle in. He went, I think, 5 innings, I believe it was. 5 innings. He allowed the 3-run home run, but guess what? Nebraska's offense did enough that you can weather the 3-run home run as long as you're kind of getting you on offense. You're having the approach to the plate and you have a solid defense behind you, which Nebraska does.
Slim, I'm going to get back on this standard theme again. Of course, Nebraska takes care of business against Creighton with the series sweep, season sweep, if you would. Will Bolt, Swim, in your opinion, and text line, let us know, 424645685. We were talking about standards. Has Will Bolt built the exact identity Nebraska baseball fans have wanted to see, Swim, for a while? Are they trending that way?
They're trending that way. Here's why. Nebraska baseball, they've actually switched it. And I don't know, we haven't necessarily had the identity conversation. I think you can say you want to be this gritty team, but it can mean different things. Let me explain it. In 2021, Nebraska baseball obviously goes to Arkansas, right? Goes to Arkansas. They were, from an offense standpoint, undermatched. Like they just didn't. They don't have the power numbers that Arkansas had at the time. They just didn't. You needed to find other ways to score runs. So how did they score runs and be competitive in those games? Solid pitching and defense, limited the free passes, didn't commit errors defensively, and offensively, you kind of just had every guy do their job. You had a couple of guys that could hit for power, like a Luke Roskam, maybe, somebody like that. But for the most part, it was Jackson Hallmark's running ability that on the base paths. It was guys like Mojo Hagee being able to swipe bags. Like, that's what they were able to do. Now, though, this year, sure, Nebraska has a couple of guys that can run, Jeter Worthley and Mac Moyer at the top of the lineup being those two. They have a couple of guys that can run, but they don't have to. They're not clinging on to one. They're not dependent. And whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. But they went to the portal this year, went some heavy JUCO guys. They did so for next year as well. Went some heavy JUCO routes. Guys that can maybe hit the ball a little bit better to all parts of the field. They can hit it over the fence a little bit more. They've also been able to develop guys like a Dylan Carey to where he's got 14 or 15 home runs on the year. So it's like they've kind of embraced that part of it. I don't know what their identity is, but as a program from a success standpoint, yes, they're trending in the right direction.
I just like what they're how Nebraska's doing it in multiple ways, man. It's pressure baseball. They've done well situational hitting, and Swim, as you mentioned earlier, Nebraska did not hurt themselves against Iowa, and they did not hurt themselves against Creighton, contrary to what they did in Columbus. Again, this is a team, Swim, that when Nebraska baseball is playing error-free or minimal errors, I'll put it that way. It's hard to play error-free, but when you minimize your effort, minimize your errors, and you neutralize those, Nebraska can play with anybody in the country, man. They've shown that. You think about
Because their offense is good enough to compete against anybody in the country.
Which it wasn't in 2021, to your
which
point.
it wasn't in 2021. I don't think it was necessarily in 2023, or excuse me, 2024 when they went down to Stillwater. I don't think it was good enough. I don't think they just were a very good team last year when they went down to Chapel Hill. Like there was a lot that I would say that they needed to be better at. This year, this feels like the most, from top to bottom, AD, in Will Bolt's time here at Nebraska, this feels like the team that is best and most capable of making a postseason run.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say.
No,
I cut you off.
No, you're fine. No, you're spot on. The numbers don't lie. And so when I think it goes over, we're going to continue on this next segment. As far, we've talked about 3 different teams, actually 4, within this show: wrestling, men's basketball, men's basketball, softball, and baseball.
Yeah.
All of those show a standard. And we're going to talk some more about that to close the show out before the 80 attitude adjustment. Hey, big shout out to my brother Mark that texted in, because yes, Mark, I appreciate you, bro. Love you, man. Great reminder. Nebraska is also going to be hosting the Big Ten Outdoor Track Championships at the new track.
That's right.
I've only driven by there. Have you been there yet, Swim?
I have not been there. Driven by.
So
this week, I believe.
This weekend, yep. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Mark, I appreciate that. The Big Ten Championships in outdoor at the Nebraska's new track. I just remember growing up, because we'd have practice swim on the grass fields.
Yeah.
Well, one of them was we would use the middle field for the track, and we would use fields off to the side adjacent to it as well. But it's so cool to see Nebraska have their own track facility right now, to where it's away from everything else. So
before we go to break, we have trivia to give away, because here's this. So I've been notified by our great friends at Liquid Assets, and I'm for this.
Mike.
I'm going to put Mike and Todd and Drew. They're incredible out there. By the way, last night after the Husker baseball game, my buddies and I, shout out to Kevin Hartley, Owen, who is a GA for Nebraska volleyball, and Nate Wilson, who's the technical coordinator for Nebraska volleyball. We went out to, after the game, we were driving back and we said, guys, it's 9:00. You know, what should we do? We ended up going to Liquid Assets and grabbing some food to go. I got garlic parmesan and buffalo wings.
Oh man,
AD, they are, I think, the best in the city.
Does Mikey Mike, do they have dry rub?
They do.
Wings
they have
too?
dry rub. They have wing sauces. They have everything. So here's the deal. They have weekly features this week. But what Todd notified me of yesterday is that this weekend, I don't know if you've heard, but after I believe it's been 9 years since Ronda Rousey's fought, she's
fighting again?
She's fighting this weekend.
Goodness gracious.
On May 16th.
Wow.
It is May 16th. Ronda Rousey's fighting against Gina Carano. Now, here's the deal. It's on Netflix, but you have to pay for it.
Huh?
So it's pay-per-view. So you have to pay for the fight. And here's the deal. Liquid Assets is going to have it. Liquid Assets has the entire fight card, and it's going to be a mixed card. You have guys, Nate Diaz is fighting, Francis Ngannou is fighting. On the prelims, you have a couple of notable names as well, all leading up to Ronda returning to the octagon in MMA. Now, here's the deal. I need you guys to answer this trivia question. We'll give away 2 $25 gift cards, 2 separate winners. The first one to Liquid Assets Sports Bar and Grill here in Lincoln, down at 27th and Jamie Lane. Here's this for you. Here's a trivia question. Right now, there is a former Husker playing in the AAA affiliate of the Detroit Tigers. Yesterday against the Omaha Storm Chasers, he went 5 for 6 with a home run and 4 RBI. Former Husker. Who is it? Who is that former Husker? If you're one of the first 2 to text in, you win $25 to our friends at Liquid Assets. First winner, Josh Hall. Second winner, Sundo in Lincoln. Brad from Baldwin. Sundo got it wrong. Brad from Baldwin and Josh Hall are your 2 winners. It is Max Anderson. Max Anderson goes 5 for 6 with a home run, 4 RBI last night in a 19-1 win for the Toledo Mud Hens against the Omaha Storm Chasers. The Toledo Mud Hens. So once again, congratulations. You guys can stop on in, grab your Liquid Assets gift card. $25 to our friends at Liquid Assets for each of you, Brad from Baldwin and Josh. nice job on that one. As once again, they'll be showing the fights this weekend. So make sure if you're looking for a spot to watch those fights on May 16th, make sure you head on out to Liquid Assets.
Folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about standards once again. We got a little bit of time to discuss it. I'm sure it'll be very spirited like it was yesterday. It's The Drive. We'll be back.
This summer, Salt Dogs fans are making history at Haymarket Park. We're celebrating 25 seasons of grit, grins, heart, and hometown pride. Lincoln, you built this stadium. You named this team. And season after season, it's you, the fans, that keep us coming back for more. So let our thank you be our promise. The best is yet to come. Your local tradition plays on. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Fight fans! Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, May 15th for an action-packed night of cage fights. In the main event, UFC veteran Derek Minner makes his bare-knuckle MMA debut against Eduardo Peralta. In the co-main event, undefeated bare-knuckle boxer Nate Morrow faces Missouri's Ira Lukowski, plus Lincoln favorites Sean Lindgren, Jeremy Small, Victor Badola, and Camden Golden. All part of a stacked 16-fight lineup. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster or the arena box office. Fight cards subject to change.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Does someone in your household avoid phone calls because they can't hear clearly? Or do they have difficulty speaking on the phone? Nebraska offers a solution. The Nebraska Specialized Telecommunications Equipment Program, or NSTEP, provides financial assistance for specialized devices like amplified phones, captioned telephones, smartphones with Bluetooth pairing to hearing aids, and speech-generating devices. If you're a Nebraska resident with a certified hearing or speech disability, you may qualify. It's not income-based, and once approved, you own the equipment. Learn more or apply at psc.nebraska.gov or call 1-800-526-0017. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers, from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs.
A single mom of 3 was facing eviction, struggling with a recent separation, health issues, and no job or childcare. She feared losing everything, especially her children. But then she found support in her community made possible by Nebraska Children and Families Foundation. She was connected to support. By the end, her bills were paid, she loved her new job, and hope replaced fear. This is what the Nebraska Children and Families Foundation does. They lift up young people and families so they can find stability, build brighter futures, and power a stronger workforce. Ready to help make more stories like this come true? Support the Nebraska Children and Families Foundation on Give to Lincoln Day.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's the standard, Swim? What's the standard? What's the standard, Swim? Swim, we need a standard, man. And here's one thing I'm going to talk about as we go back and revisit yesterday's discussion. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. You're like a little DJ over there.
Anyway.
I'll do serious. I am impressed how you guys run that thing, because that thing looks like a.
I'll be as 100% transparent as I can be. I maybe touch, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 buttons on it the entire day.
But it's to know which buttons to push. Which 5.
That's right.
That's why you make the big bucks. Swim.
No, it's not.
That's why Swim. There's an old analogy that Henry Ford got pissed off when he got the invoice from a guy that came and fixed one of his machines. The part was less than $5 to fix. The invoice was over $1,000.
Jeez.
He goes, the part was only $1.50. He goes, but knowing where to put that part is what cost you $1,000.
How about that?
Is what you know, my man.
David said Swim is great at pushing buttons. Yeah, this block button is really easy to push. Try texting to the show, David.
I can see him on his phone.
Yeah, I can see him.
I can't see it on the air.
Yep.
I can see DM's face right now.
That's okay.
Swim, here's my standard. Just beat Minnesota and Iowa.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying just beat them. I'm talking about football. You can tell my blood pressure already started to rise up when we started talking about it.
The good news is we don't have a ton of time in the second.
Exactly. That's why I love it. We got 3 minutes. Swim, here's my deal. Of course you want to beat the other teams. But the standard, and there was a lot of different, I did peek at Twitter because, like I said, I look at it. I don't engage with it a lot.
Sure.
But I engage. There's a lot of, and I seen a very good point on there. Ohio State, yeah, that might be the bar, or that might be something you aspire to. But let's be honest, Swim. Go beat Minnesota in Minnesota. Beat Minnesota in Kearney. Beat Minnesota in Columbus, Nebraska. Beat Minnesota on Lake. I don't care where it's at. You don't lose to Minnesota.
Yeah.
You don't lose 40-16 against Iowa. You have a team that they have beat Nebraska since you were 15 years old. We beat them once, 2 years ago. We are 1-9 against the team. We have better resources. We out-recruit them all the time. I don't care about the top 25 classes. I don't care if you're in the top 10 or 15. If you don't show the stars on the field, it doesn't matter. All of that stuff is window dressing. You must execute. For me, the standard right now, I'm saying for myself, I'm not speaking for Nebraska fans. I'm speaking for me. Beat Minnesota. Beat the teams you're supposed to beat. And I don't care if we had a bad day. You don't have a bad day against a team that you are superior to.
You know, it's crazy. You said something there. Beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Who are those teams now?
I think that's part of the problem.
Because now are you supposed to beat Minnesota? Nebraska fans, we have to be realistic with ourselves in that this is not me trying to pour cold water on this. The past 10 years would show you're not supposed to beat those teams,
which is a problem in itself.
There you go. But we can't. It's disrespectful to those programs. And I know I don't care. I know there's probably people out there that's like, I don't care if I disrespect Minnesota or Iowa. But at the end of the day, it is disrespectful to those programs because for us to sit here and go, oh, you should beat Minnesota. Why? What history and what recent history in the last decade has shown you that you should beat those teams? You're doing business different than they are. They're doing business different than you are.
Swim, what you bring up is a major indictment of another symptom of the program. Teams that you once dominated. And you know what? And to your point, kudos. You may not like row the boat, but he's been rolling the hell out of that boat.
Yeah.
He's been rolling it. You know, we can say what, and the thing when you meet Kirk Ferentz is actually a laid back, cool cat, man. He Minnesota, they know who they are. Iowa, they know who they are. All of those teams, and I'm talking about those teams that we'd go back and forth with. Those teams know who they are.
Yeah.
And hence, they continue to beat Nebraska, who says one thing, but plays like another. So it would be different if it was a season or a game or two. This has been Nebraska's identity.
Yeah.
And hence why, Swim, I'm glad it's been a quiet spring. I am very glad it's even if the other teams weren't doing well.
It wouldn't be as quiet.
It would, because we would focus on it more. But I'm saying for them, they can control what comes out of there as part of what they're saying. I'm glad there's not been a lot of talk about it because eventually, dude, you just need to play. Who are you going to be?
Yeah.
Who are you going to be? Because what you've been is not it. It's not enough. That's not cutting it. Yeah. That is not cutting it.
It's like right now we're all sitting at the top of the roller coaster, and I hate roller coasters, so I'm just expecting this is what it is. You sit at the top right before you start to go down, AD. You're sitting in the cart at the apex, and you're bracing for whatever is coming when you start to rush down that roller coaster. Because that's how it feels like Husker fans are right now, bracing for what we are about to watch in August and September and October and November.
Swim, I'm going to go a step further. This is going to sound like, no, it's going to be the truth. There's some fans that aren't even getting on the roller coaster anymore.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
They're choosing not to even experience.
You know what?
Anticipation of what can happen.
Put me because on the stickball sports roller coaster.
You know what they are like me, Swim? They're like me at my age now. I watch my kids get up there, and I'm like, I'll watch it from here, but I'm not going to get on the ride anymore. I'm tired of my stomach going up and down, throwing up out of frustration, out of anger.
I'm tired of falling out of the roller coaster because some underpaid tenant doesn't screw it on tight enough. Who's building the roller coaster?
Yeah.
There's your analogy.
There's actually forget what state it was, but just last week they got stuck. They had to walk on the
not a chance
to get down. It was over 200 feet in air.
There's your analogy. Who's building the roller coaster? Who's screwing the screws?
Well, I tell you what, buddy. Whatever they're doing, it's got to change, Swim. And like I said, Swim, I'll say this. I'm at a very wait and see approach for me personally with the new additions, the new staff. I'm just wait and see. And quite honestly, it's been wait and see for me since after year one.
Dogman says 0 expectations for football. Excitement has moved to other programs. Amen. And keep it that way.
Dogman's
honestly keep it there.
Dogman's keeping his peace, man. And you know what? And this is tough to see, but it's the truth. And I say tough to see because it's really not tough for me to see. It's just the truth. 95-97. Good morning goes, ever since Pelini left, Nebraska's been a MAC school, but we're just too rich and popular to be in the MAC. Prove me wrong. And you know what, bro or gal, my man, my lady, it is what it is. I mean, until proven otherwise, you can't prove them wrong.
Yeah.
And it comes to the point, Swim, you heard Coach Olivia talk about it. You've heard Coach Bolt talk about it. You heard Coach Hoiberg talk about it. You heard Coach Manning talk about it. They understand the pride, the hard work, and they refuse to just buckle. But it's got to come from the top down, man. You can say all you want, but what you say, if it's not matching the product on the field or in the pool, on the mat, on the court, whatever it may be, people start to lose interest, man.
Yeah.
The standard, like I said, we're going to see what the standard's going to be. Folks, we'll be right back with the AD Attitude Adjustment. Let's drive.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com. A single mom of 3 was facing eviction, struggling with a recent separation, health issues, and no job or childcare. She feared losing everything, especially her children. But then she found support in her community made possible by Nebraska Children and Families Foundation. She was connected to support. By the end, her bills were paid, she left her new job, and hope replaced fear. This is what the Nebraska Children and Families Foundation does. They lift up young people and families so they can find stability, build brighter futures, and power a stronger workforce. Ready to help make more stories like this come true? Support the Nebraska Children and Families Foundation on Gift to Lincoln Day.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SartorHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Green's Furnace and Plumbing has been servicing the southeast Nebraska area since 1921, specializing in HVAC systems, bathroom remodels, duct cleaning, backflow testing, and so much more. With a network of trained technicians ready to assist you, Green's Furnace and Plumbing is your source for dedicated commercial HVAC service for your business, building, or even your home, so it can run without all those unwanted interruptions. Learn more by visiting their website at callgreens.com or give them a call at 402-467-4444 today.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen.
Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Fight fans! Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, May 15th for an action-packed night of cage fights. In the main event, UFC veteran Derek Minner makes his bare-knuckle MMA debut against Eduardo Peralta. In the co-main event, undefeated bare-knuckle boxer Nate Morrow faces Missouri's Ira Lukowski, plus Lincoln favorites Sean Lindgren, Jeremy Small, Victor Badola, and Camden Golden. All part of a stacked 16-fight lineup. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster or the Arena box office. Fight card subject to change.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Couple Chevrolet GMC and Chevrolet, and GMC Truck Month is here. Absolutely huge discounts and 2.9% for 72 months. I also just wanted to share a little bit more about the Couple family. They've been serving the Omaha and Lincoln and surrounding communities for over 50 years with great customer service and small town charm. That's always been our motto, and we absolutely will not be undersold. It truly is confident buying and confident driving. So come on in, meet the team, check us out at Couple or at CoppleCars.com. All deals with approved credit.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we're back for the last segment. Very quick segment. Swim, you got a busy day today. I know you do, my man. You
Thank
work
you.
hard today, brother, okay? Work hard.
I'm going to work hard today.
Yeah,
What's the deal?
You look like $1 million over there in your nice Unreal polo with
Thank you.
What golf event is that on to the left?
It's the U.S. Open
The U.S. Open.
at Shinnecock Hills.
Love that
The
shirt.
126th U.S. Open.
Love that shirt. Love it.
Thank you.
Folks, also, in Swim All Due Seriously, man, thanks for setting up the interview with Olivia for Nebraska softball. Appreciate
I'll say this tomorrow so tomorrow
be
stay
fun.
tuned because I'm hoping, like I said, we already mentioned, like we're talking to SIDs trying to get players from Louisville, coaches from Louisville, South Dakota, Grand Canyon, all these players. We're trying to get them on various shows tomorrow. So we're going to be broadcasting live from Bullen Stadium. Stop on by. Say what's up. We'll have merch. We'll give away stuff. Come on by. Say hello. You might be able to sneak and catch a little bit of Nebraska's practice. The times for practices tomorrow ahead of regionals. It's going to be a fun couple of hours out there tomorrow. But the times for practices are at 8:00. It is Louisville. Grand Canyon then starts to practice at 10:30. Nebraska will practice from 1 to 3, and South Dakota will practice from 3:30 to 5:30. So we'll be out there from 9 to 6 p.m. tomorrow, bringing you all the action and letting you know what's going on. Who knows? We'll have some special guests, I'm sure, stop by as well.
I love it. I love it.
Maybe we can see Beth Mowens is in town for ESPN calling the games.
Wow.
So maybe Beth will stop on by the station.
We got the A-team.
The number one ESPN college softball broadcasting crew is in Lincoln.
I like it a lot.
They didn't think about that. ESPN didn't send their top crew to an SEC school. They sent them to Lincoln, Nebraska.
Showing some love.
It's about time.
Finally. Yeah, I was going to say.
How'd you like that number 4 seed live? Our goal was to host. Sure. Gotcha.
Folks, the quick AD attitude adjustment is this. Reels aren't real. And I'm talking about the REELS versus REAL.
They are. I love my reels.
Yeah, I know you do, Quinn 92. What I'm simply saying is, folks, nothing's wrong with reels. I love reels. I love the humorous ones, the inspirational ones, the motivational ones, the movie ones, the faith ones. I love them all. But understand, when you start comparing yourselves to someone's highlights, the best moments, He starts to look at your moments as if they're not significant. I live this way all the time with swim. His life is a highlight reel.
My word.
But it doesn't diminish my life or your life either. Folks, life is between the pictures. That's what matters the most.
You can't keep saying this. We have 15 seconds.
Folks, again, Bowlinville tomorrow's The Drive. One-on-one next.
Fight fans! Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, May 15th for an action-packed night of cage fights. In the main event, UFC veteran Derek Minner makes his bare-knuckle MMA debut against Eduardo Peralta. In the co-main event, undefeated bare-knuckle boxer Nate Morrow faces Missouri's Ira Lukowski, plus Lincoln favorites Sean Lindgren, Jeremy Small, Victor Badola, and Camden Golden. All part of a stacked 16-fight lineup. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster or the Arena box office. Fight card subject to change.
Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers, from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln.